What's going on, guys? Ace Wheelie here. Welcome to my very first video blog. Now, I tried recording this yesterday and I got pretty good footage on it, but it just was too long. If you'd like to see the whole video, I might post it later. Probably look a lot better than what you're seeing behind me. But because I was in my backyard against my pool, it was a beautiful day out, but it looks like we're gonna have a lot of rain, so I figured this would be the next best thing. But anyways, what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be focusing on a lot of gear review. The great guys at Caligaz, Rob and Leo, who are amazing, awesome, talented guys, have graciously given me the ability to go through all the camera gear, all the equipment that they have, all the new stuff coming through, all the things you want to see, what you want to know about, and allow me to go through and tell you what I think. You know, I have 8 years of photographing experience and 10 years of Photoshop experience behind me, and kind of tell you what I feel is good and what I feel is not completely great. And I'm gonna keep it straight for you guys each time. I'm gonna give a little bit of a quick history behind me of who I am. Not actually behind me. Is started out doing Photoshop back in high school. You know, I kind of got introduced to, pre-CS, what is it? So it would be 11, Photoshop 11, I think it was. I don't know, might not be right about that. Well, got introduced to that, played around with that, did my thing with all that, got into college, and got introduced, doing the CGI and all that kind of stuff. And really, I originally went for law. Law was just not my thing. I like being artsy, I like being creative. I wasn't too much. I am an analytical person, but I didn't like, dedicating my life to it. So from there, I went over to do multimedia technology, and what I wanted to do was I wanted to do 3D design, like 3D modeling, and I wanted to do like the big action scenes from movies and all this crazy, awesome stuff. Transformers had just come out, and I was like, this stuff is awesome. I wanna make a Transformer. So, and coming from a child that grew up with Transformers, it was awesome. But anyways, I took a 35mm class, which is one of the requirements, and it was the 35mm black and white, dealing with chemicals, dealing with underexposed photos in film, overexposed film. It was a nightmare. I hated it. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like it. I don't see how other people are still into it, especially in this digital day and age. But, to all your own. But I just definitely didn't like it. I got a Nikon camera from Craigslist just to get me through the class. The only thing I did really like, which is something I've never been able to really truly experience in digital realm, is the first time you're in your laundry, you make your first print, so to speak, and you put it in the chemicals. And you lay it down in there, and you actually see the image start to show up. And you see it actually start to develop onto the paper. It's absolutely amazing. And it's so cool. It's like magic. And I've never really truly experienced that in any photo done digitally. But it definitely is something that I would love to definitely see. And but anyways, from there, as soon as the class was over, I quit it. I was like, I'm never doing photography again. I sold my equipment as soon as I could. I think I even gave it away for free to anybody that wanted it. And about the next semester, I got the slap in the face that changed everything around. And I went for a digital photography class again, another requirement. And it was sort of taking Photoshop and showing you what Photoshop can do for photography. And thanks to the guys at Vocational Rehabilitation here in Pensacola, they were graciously gave me the ability to go to school. They really helped me with my schooling, but they also bought me my first Canon DSLR, and I have it right here if I can grab a hold of it. Give me a second. There it is. It's the Canon T1i. Oops, you can see it. There you go, right there. Nothing fancy at all by any means, But this thing has been my workhorse for majority of my career, to be honest with you. Only last October did I get my first, I would say, intermediate level DSLR. It was a Canon 60D, which is actually what's recording me right now. So I can't show you that. I'll show you that in another review. Actually, after this video, I'm going to do a more what's in my bag, what camera gear do I carry with me majority of the time, and I'll show you that camera as well. But from that class, my professor I had there at Pensacola State really helped me and kind of developed where I was. Because I started doing rock photography, he really digged that, and that was something he really enjoyed. And I definitely wanted to push the limits of some things. And my digital final kind of blew his mind with the way I went through with Photoshop. And not to sound cocky or anything like that, although he did say that's what I am. But nonetheless, though, it was just something it just grabbed me by the balls, if I could say that on YouTube. I don't know if I can. And from that point on, I was addicted, and I have been ever since. And from that point, I got into doing the usual bikini stuff, which I think every photographer here in this sunny, beautiful Florida, even though it's all rainy now, but it'll soon start. The sun will start coming out. It's just started becoming spring. So after that, I just knew it wasn't for me doing that kind of thing. It wasn't very creative in a sense. And from there, I went into doing the fashion stuff, dealing with models and all that sort. Then I fell back into my roots, which was doing bands and photographing bands live and in studio work, and using some of my Photoshop skills to kind of create an imagery that hadn't been seen really before. And at least, especially in this area. But it was definitely something that I absolutely adored and loved, and I continue doing that, and I try to use it in every style of photography I do, whether it be fashion, whether it be beauty, whether it be editorial. I try to throw in my style as much as I can. And I've been published a few times thanks to one of the models that I've been working with in my first magazine, which was TPG. Definitely a company that was very gracious and got me published a few times with them. I also got published in Bella Morte for one of my creepy zombie photo shoots, which I'm still not legally allowed to show out to put out on my Facebook yet, but hopefully soon it will be good to go. But other than that, that's pretty much the whole background of who I am and where I came from. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. And until, I guess, tomorrow, I'll have a new video for you. Until then, keep on rocking, keep on rolling, keep on shooting, most importantly. Take it easy, guys.